Game 5 here has a few things to think about. We have no trashing, first of all. Hunting Party seems very good here because it is the only way to draw cards. Haggler seems excellent, especially if you can hit $5 with it. Buying Hunting Party, haggling Secret Passage seems to be an excellent pair of cards to add to your deck. There's Groundskeeper for massive points gain later on. And there is plus buy in Courtier. So when looking at Courtier, you need to find cards with dual types on it, or perhaps triple types. Which is why I opened with the Humble Castle. Now, opening Humble Castle is something I often criticize because it's like buying a copper for $3. Doesn't really do much for you, I feel, but here I wanted to buy it just so that only I have access to triple or 3 choices on the Courtier. I don't think there's any other card that has 3 types on it, perhaps another castle, but that is way into the deck. So I open with Humble Castle, silver against my opponent's Haggler. I agree with him that Haggler should be the first 5-cost card you purchase here, so I do follow him. And I am going to pick up a Secret Passage right now. I feel like the Secret Passage early is better than the Plaza. My opponent is picking up the Plazas here. Perhaps he's entertaining thoughts of playing a second Haggler, which would be excellent news, honestly. But right now, I want to get these Secret Passages in, find my Hunting Parties, find my Haggler as soon as possible, as quickly as possible here. So far, the Humble Castle hasn't really done too much, but like I said, it's more of a denial play for my opponent. So here, I do top deck a Secret Passage here. I could have drawn through till the end of my deck there, but I had $5 in my hand already, with the Haggler of course, so I felt like I didn't really need to play that Secret Passage to achieve anything. At this point I do haggle a second Plaza, a Plaza, entertaining some thoughts of picking up a second Haggler. I feel like that was a mistake. I feel like Secret Passage is still better at this point in the deck. The Plaza is just another thing that my Hunting Party can't trip over, and it doesn't draw as many cards, or let me see as many cards as the Secret Passage. So Outpost for my opponent on his last turn. I felt like that was not the right thing to buy there. While there are Hunting Parties, I feel like you should buy Hunting Parties. Again, the Secret Passage is proving to be an excellent complement to this Hunting Party stack. There I was able to set aside a Hunting Party in my next 5 cards, so at least I have that, and I can have some sort of turn. So now I haggle a Procession here. I wanted a bit more gain in my deck, and I felt like just the one Haggler wasn't doing it for me. I felt like I could be doing a lot more with my deck, so I did pick up the Procession here. Hopefully I will be able to process a 4-cost. The Secret Passage or the Plaza will work handsomely. Here I greedily decided to use the Procession on the Plaza, and I triggered an awful shuffle. I didn't realize how bad this shuffle was. I just blindly went for the Procession on the Plaza there to get more Hunting Parties out of the stack. It does cost me a turn here, which is a bit unfortunate, but that is the bet that I made, so now I have to lie in it. And seeing only 4 here was actually a bit disappointing, but I do have a few coin tokens from the Plaza to get me up to the final Hunting Party. My opponent isn't actually able to pick up the Hunting Party here. He only comes up with a 4 on this turn, and his Outpost isn't very fruitful at all for him. So this is another issue with the Outpost. Because there's no trashing, there's no real way to know that you're not going to get 3 crap cards. You can perhaps set up a hand with Secret Passage, that's your best bet. But right now I am not even drawing through my whole deck with the Hunting Parties, so I feel like it's a little bit shaky to put an Outpost in it right now. So here comes a small Crumbling Castle for my opponent, not sure why. Perhaps signaling an intent to go after the castles right now. I am able to find a target for my procession here, and instead I considered the outpost, but really I have to get the courtier right now. I have to get the courtier for the plus buy, and right now I know that I will draw the courtier with this hunting party. I used my secret passages to set up my hand. It will skip coppers, it will skip estates, and lucky here I did find the courtier that I gained with the procession. So that is brilliant news for me, and not only that, but I have the actions. Well, I don't need an action to play the courtier here, but if I needed it, I did have it from the procession. So here comes the plus buy. Could be a brace of provinces, but why would I do that when I could just build my deck and make it very, very strong? So another courtier for another plus buy, and we're going to start in on the groundskeepers right now. Groundskeeper is a tremendous card, can net you a ton of points. So my opponent does not have any courtier, just has the one haggler and an outpost, so a maximum of 4 gains from them. So as long as I keep 4 things in piles, should be good to avoid a pile out, and I can keep building as long as that is the case. He also now has a procession, I believe, so we'll see what he could get with that. He could get another 5 cost, so that is something I have to keep in mind as well. Not the greatest turn for me here. Again, this is why the outpost is still shaky in my mind for me. I'm not 100% consistent for that outpost to really shine. I only come up with 11 and 2 buys here, which is 3 coins short of what I had last turn, but it is just going to be a couple groundskeepers here and haggling secret passages along the way. So we are nearing the end of the game here, just a few secret passages and plazas left. Even the groundskeepers could run with the processions in both of our decks, and here I actually have quite a good turn, seeing a lot of my deck and a lot of my groundskeepers, and I decide to finally go after green cards at this point in the game. So I go for a couple provinces, and I have enough money left over still to pick up another groundskeeper. So there again, a groundskeeper of the procession. With a bit more intelligent play here, I could have found that groundskeeper, but I wasn't smart about it, so I only managed to see the groundskeepers that I had from the previous turn. So anyway, as I said here, double province for me here, gaining a couple groundskeepers actually prompts my opponent to resign, because if I have a turn, next turn similar to this, I can very easily end the game. So my opponent feels it's lost and resigns. So that is game 5.